Okay. Hello, welcome to this new test video, Morin test video. Today I have 4 instruments, as you can see. 2 are within your budget, and the 2 other are actually a little bit above, something like $200 or something like that, a little bit above 150 or something like this. So it's not a huge, considering that you will buy an instrument that is already at this price, a difference of $100, 150 is not that crazy, maybe, but the difference in sound and quality of the making is pretty massive. So you might want to make a little stretch on the budget to reach to that very high-end instrument. So we will check this instrument right now. So let's try the first one. So first one is a little bit in the dark tone. So let me check. The making is very smooth. Only one thing, like I can see there is lines, so it's not broken or anything. It's really the fiber of the wood which is like that. So well, it's kind of like symmetric. You kind of have this line on both sides, so it's a really aesthetic thing. Kind of can be perceived as a flaw eventually. Okay, everything seems okay on that side. So we have ebony. Oh, we have it's scotch. We have ebony here on the tail. We have ebony for the fingerboard, as you can see here. The core of the peg is in ebony as well here. For the head, we have something like that, a little bit like stylish for the main. So I checked in the shop. There is absolutely no instrument with the kind of like the braiding on the head. It's not really something that they do in Ixchiklen. So here is for the body side, kind of nice wood actually. So let's see, let's hear how it sounds. Woo. And it's already in tune, nice. Okay, so I see only one thing here. You see there is that. It's also just the fiber of the wood, but it can be visually annoying or distracting eventually. So it's not a flaw or anything, it's just like how the wood is structured. But I thought that it would be fair to mention it. Okay, so now about the sound. The sound is pretty good. It has a lot of bass. I would tend to say that it's lacking a little bit of balance. When we play the high string, the sound tend to drop a little bit. But other than that, it's very warm. It really has a very warm sound. So let's maybe. Yeah. So, just also another little thing concerning the pegs. Basically, even it's not mechanic pegs, it's very soft, it's very smooth, very easy to tune. The only difference that you might have to do, like you saw me do it, after a while the pegs tend to kind of like slide all out a little bit, so you kind of need to screw them, turn them inward a little bit once in a while. That's not like an issue. That's totally normal use. And for me, I found the wooden pegs much more comfortable when it comes to tuning. And it also allow a very fast tuning. Basically, in my opinion, I think it's very hard to tune the instrument uh, on the fly with mechanic pegs, because you really need to turn a lot in order to have the tuning to move just a little bit. With the how to say, with the wooden pegs, even during a sound you can just like take a few bows and readjust the tuning on the fly very easily. And there is also this trickery with, like, we can push above the how to say, above the bridge, below the bridge, to kind of like readjust the tuning on the fly, and this works a little bit better on the wooden pegs than on the mechanic one, in my experience, in my opinion. So I'm really like, when the pegs are well done like that, the wooden pegs are really not an issue. And the only thing that you might need to do over time, the first thing is that just like to push inward the peg a little bit from time to time, and eventually kind of release a little bit of the extra amount of string that rolled over the peg. Also over time, maybe once in every 6 months or something, you just like kind of like readjust a little bit the inside, which is not really that annoying, especially as the gain is that you can tune much more efficiently, in my opinion, on the fly during a song or so on. So that was just about the pegs. I just felt like mentioning it as we talked a little bit about it. Then for this instrument, the making is pretty decent, pretty okay. The wood is pretty okay, but in my opinion, the sound tend to drop a little bit. I tried again with a little bit higher tuning, and still it kind of dropped a little bit. So the balance is not that perfect. So well, let's see how goes the next one. Oh, it's much more heavy actually, and it feels much better. Oh, wow, that's really good. The neck is so soft, so smooth, so definitely in terms of making, we are much better than the previous one. I can totally tell you that the guy who made that really put more feeling and mood and intention than for the previous instrument. There is like absolutely no comparison. Well, is it the same price? Yeah, it's the same price. Yeah, it is. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so basically here the neck feels much softer, much more comfortable. The fingerboard is also a little bit thicker, which actually had help and had and add a little bit of this like a soft feeling. It's so comfortable, that's crazy. I feel like I'm holding a Fender. a custom shop vendor. Anyhow, so about the making, you can see that this time the finish is a little bit glossy. The wood is quite great. Here you have like this spruce. You can really see the spruce nicely here. I see. Yeah, that's super soft and all. Then the back, it's like a mirror, like really cool. Then you have the neck here, and the horse head is like that. Also a little bit interesting. If you have, I would say, like blonde hair or something, that's totally gonna fit you, 100%. Okay, so I can see that there is a little bit of painting mark on the peg here. Can you see here a little bit of a spot, but that's really not that bad, only little thing. So it seems that the guy who made that, wow, the joint also is so cool. Is really like a sanding master, because in some area I can feel that it was sanded a little bit, slightly too much. But the overall like really feels so soft. So I hope the sound is also great, because this is really nice instrument, and the sound is actually nice. Oh yeah. Slacking a little bit of rosin on my bow. Wow. Okay. So well, totally like no debate, no discussion. This one is like totally smoking the previous one. It makes the previous one look like a study instrument. Like it's crazy that the two are the same price, but that one is like kind of shit in comparison of this one. The sound is so great. The sound is already like super open. Um, and it's new, so it was just barely played once in a while by customer, but the sound is already like super open, so that's like really nice instrument. So if I want to be negative on one aspect, that's the spot of paint kind of like on the peg. There is a little bit of paint spot or something, like it's not perfect. That's the only thing I can like say that is negative on this instrument. The neck really feels so comfortable, like that's so awesome. Really soft and all, and the finish is great. So well, um, yeah, I can definitely see that it probably got used a little bit by a few customer. I can see it lived a little bit, like the bridge was moved a little bit and stuff, but the sound is so great. The balance is so great, and it's so comfortable to play. So for now, this one definitely like awesome. So if you like the sound, again, the style of the head is super nice. If you have blonde hair or like light colored hair, it's totally the one for you. And actually there is also the white piece on the front, which is also nice, and it's seamless, it's super nice, soft, and also I'm having a crush a little bit on this one. So well, for now that's the one. So now let's see in the instruments that are not in your budget, but that are like maybe $150, $200 more. So well, here we have a little bit of an orange color, but you can see that the wood is a little bit more maybe in the thing that you are looking for, like that as this violin type of I would say stripes. So same wood, just a little bit of a different type of fiber. Here in terms of making and finish, we literally have the same level than the previous one. It's also glossy, very nice finish. So only thing is that the wood is a little bit more of a little bit of a higher quality, but in terms of making, definitely we are close. And here the main is a little bit more like on a natural type. Here we have also the white stripe, but here I can feel it's not as seamless as the previous one. I can feel that it's like not totally perfect. So yeah, and the neck is not as comfortable actually. It's a little bit sharp on the edge, which in my opinion I'm not super crazy about that. I like having the neck of the edge of the fingerboard a little bit like round, because yeah, I don't know, I feel that's a little bit more comfortable. So I talk a lot, I should maybe play more and talk less. So let's hear how this one sounds. Okay, so I can see, I will first talk about the flows. I can see that here there is a sanding line, which is very common, made by beginner. They tend to kind of like sand like that, and it makes a little mark. I doubt that you will see. Yeah, maybe you can see a little bit here. It's making a dark line a little bit away from that side, which for me as a person who's a little bit a perfectionist, this stressed me out a lot. So but that's pure aesthetic thing, okay. So it's basically on every side. Yeah, the guy or the person who made that on the back as well kind of did not sand normally we sound like that, and the guy kind of made a sound like a little stick and did like this, which is not the best way to sound that part of the box. I can see that it also took a few hits there and there, probably made by customer that did not pay close attention. uh, that's kind of common with these very expensive instruments. They stays in the shop for a while and they played a lot by customers, sometimes by just curious person, not always by real musician and everything, so they can take some hit and stuff. So that's kind of for the negative aspect of this instrument. And the neck that is quite thin and very sharp, a little bit more like not in my taste. For the positive stuff, well, the wood is awesome, the horse head looks also gorgeous, and the balance between the two, basically when we play loose string, when we play mostly on the lower one, when we play mostly on the higher one, the sound is like the response is perfect in every occasion. When we are on low octave, high octave, it's not like the sound is dropping or we hear more like the lower or the higher string and everything. The sound is like perfectly balanced. I would tend to say that the sound has a little bit less bass than the previous one, but the balance is like 100%. There is like no flaw. So in terms of sound, this one is much more balanced and like super high, super high level. So just quickly, I would play that one again. Oh, the neck is so comfortable. Yeah, if the previous one, the third one, got 100% in sound balance, this one would have like 95, kind of. Yeah, it's just dropping. It's just dropping a little bit, but yeah, it's very minor. So I think that considering the price and the ratio quality price, this one is actually still better than the previous one because it's cheaper, it's in your budget, and the sound is still like really great. So if the look works with you, then the second one is still the best choice in my opinion. Okay, wow, this one got a very severe hit on the front, which is, that sucks. Here, I don't know if you can see here, there is like a massive, it took a key or something, that's like boom, popping directly in my face. Too bad because the wood is like really gorgeous. Same wood on the side, awesome. The color also, like this sunburst, is really nice. The horse head is also pretty, but the front is not as good as the second one. Horse head is super nice as well, kind of very realistic head. So let's hear how it sounds. Nope. Yeah, no. Second one is still better. Okay. No need to play that one. That's crap. So, well, that was a little bit of a long video actually. Before that video, I made another video, but I did not see this one because it was the second one. I did not see it because it was in the middle of the 3 million, 4 million, and everything. Someone might have put it there by mistake. So I made this new video, second video, in which I added this one and I add this one as well, then another one that was not good, and then I switch with that one. So basically I tested like a 7-8 instrument, and this second one, I mean, if you like the look, again, it's in your budget. The neck, just for the neck, I mean, the neck is so comfortable, like that's crazy. I mean, for me, that's so important because that's where you are touching the instrument. So if it's sharp and not finished or something, it's not smooth or what, it's really gonna impact the relationship that you will have with the instrument. And out of the actually the 7-8 I tested, it's the only one that has this very gentle, soft neck comparison with the other one, which have a little bit of a sharp, I would say, edge and stuff. You can always sand the neck yourself if you want to have this soft edge, but I think for the price it should already be sanded for you, and that's the case with this one. So again, I'm showing you the head because I think that's something that you were quite a little bit sensitive or interested into. It's very unique, to be honest. It's not very often that there is this type of like color and head, and mostly the front, this white part is really perfectly done. When I touch, I cannot feel the cut or anything, and I can feel it on the other one. So that's also something that is quite interesting and really nice, and the touch of the instrument is so soft. So again, I'm just gonna play again just to be super extra sure. Yeah, I mean, sorry. Yeah, I mean, for me that's like, it's like a no-brainer. I tested like 7-8 instrument. The only thing now is the look. I hope it will please you. So I will lock this one for you for a few days, the time you can think about it. Even though I lock it for you, don't feel obligated to take that one. It's just for safety because it's really good. I don't want it to go in the few days that you will think about it. So I will lock that one. And if you like this one, then perfect, we can move forward. And if you don't like it and you prefer another one of these instrument, that's also possible. We can talk and then I will check if it's still available and everything. And if you don't like any of them, we can always wait a few weeks. That new instrument comes, then I will make another video for you so you can test and compare and everything. But this one is really, really, really nice in my opinion. I mean, I really have, I don't have a crush often on instrument, but this time this one is like really cool. So yep. So that was for this video. Eventually, if you are interested, I can put the first video I made, and well, we can talk and see what you think and share idea and everything. So see you soon. Bye bye.